Most people are made of glass. You can look right through them. You can see their insecurities in the way they fidget, their desperation in the way they over-explain, and their deep-seated fear in the way they constantly seek external validation. To be transparent is to be vulnerable. In the high-stakes game of human interaction, if you are easy to read, you are easy to manipulate. You are essentially a puppet whose strings are visible to anyone with even the shadow of an intention. Most individuals are an open book written in a language that everyone can speak, exposing their inner world to predators and spectators alike. But there is a different way to exist, a way that commands respect without a single word. It is the art of becoming a black box, a psychological system where the world sees the output, but never the internal clockwork. It is the strategic refusal to be a commodity of information. When you become unreadable, you stop being a target and start becoming an enigma. The first law of the unreadable mind is the mastery of the void. Speak only when it improves the silence. Most people talk because they are deeply uncomfortable with the stillness. They leak information, emotions, and subtle weaknesses just to break the tension of an empty moment. They feel a biological urge to be liked, to be understood, to be known. The sovereign mind does the exact opposite. You use the silence as a vacuum. When you stop reacting, people start performing. They feel the pressure of your stillness and begin to overcompensate. They will talk more, move more, and reveal more than they ever intended, desperate to figure out what you are thinking. This is cold observation. You are not just looking, you are scanning. You are looking for the micro-expressions, the cracks in their social facade, and the hidden agendas they think they are hiding. Remember, the person who asks the questions controls the conversation, but the person who remains silent controls the entire environment. The world will constantly try to provoke a reaction from you. This is the ultimate test of your sovereignty. They will test your boundaries, insult your intelligence, or try to lure you with the honey of flattery. Most people are like dry wood, one spark of provocation, and they burst into flames, losing their power instantly. To be unreadable, you must become psychologically inert. This is what we call emotional anchoring. It is the refined ability to separate your internal state from external stimuli. When someone tries to offend you, you must observe the attempt as if you were a scientist watching a chemical reaction through a thick layer of reinforced glass. You see the movement, but you do not feel the heat. Do not internalize the noise. A calm, neutral face in the middle of a chaotic social storm is the ultimate sign of a predator. It signals to the world that you cannot be moved, and what cannot be moved cannot be conquered. Your stillness becomes a wall that others will eventually tire themselves out trying to climb. If you want to truly master the social board, you must learn the art of reflection. When you are truly unreadable, you become a blank canvas, a dark mirror. People will naturally project their own traits, fears, and hopes onto you because they have nothing else to go on. If they are deceptive, they will suspect you of deception. If they are kind, they will project kindness onto your silence. Use this to your advantage through the mirror technique. Reflect back their energy, their tone, and their pace, but keep your core completely hidden behind the surface. This creates a false sense of familiarity and safety. They feel like they know you, like they have found a kindred spirit. But in reality, they are only meeting a version of themselves that you have allowed them to see. You remain the observer, safe behind the curtain, watching them dance with their own reflection while you remain 10 steps ahead in a game they don't even know they are playing. There is a profound, tactical difference between being boring and being mysterious. A boring person has nothing to hide. They are empty. A mysterious person has secrets that are felt, but never seen. This is strategic opacity. Never let them see your full hand, even when you are winning, especially when you are winning. Keep your victories private, and your failures even more so. If you have a plan, execute it in the shadows, and let the results speak for themselves. If you have a talent, reveal only a small fraction of it, enough to pique interest, but never enough to satisfy curiosity. When you are unpredictable, you are dangerous, because the world cannot prepare for a move it doesn't know is coming. In an age of total transparency, where everyone is a loud, open book screaming for attention, be the ancient manuscript that is written in an unbreakable code. Mastering the art of being unreadable is not about being cold, and it is not about being cruel. It is about being sovereign. It is about the profound realization that your internal world is a sanctuary, not a public park for others to trample through. You do not owe the world an explanation for who you are, what you feel, or what you intend to do next. By closing the curtains of your mind, you reclaim your dignity and your power. You stop being a victim of social pressure and start being the architect of your own presence. You become the eye of the hurricane, perfectly still while the world spins in chaos around you. Stand tall. Stay silent. Be the enigma that the world can never quite solve, and you will find that the world begins to revolve around your silence. The game is won before it even begins. Welcome to the shadows. Welcome to the 1%.